We're at the top of the tower. It's gusty up here. Good morning, it's day 155. I'm on trail and Tina's back at the campground area in her tent. Well, in our tent, I guess. She finished up her coffee and then she's packing up right now, but she'll probably catch me within an hour easily. We got a little up, we got a little bit of down, and we're gonna go to the lowest point of the day down to the parking lot, and then we're gonna go back up. I want to start earlier than this. It's 6:45 now. Start around 6:30, but I want to start earlier just so I could get the lowest point of the day out of the way before it got warmer. Because once we climb and climb quite a bit, we'll be at a decent altitude, so it'll be a little cooler. So that's what my plan is. Try to stay cool, stay as high up as possible. But for now, we're just gonna keep going, just in the bushes. Here, you can check out the trail. Most of the trails pretty much been just like this, non-stop. Maybe a rougher trail. This is actually pretty nice, but foliage wise it's pretty much what's the same. Trees, plants, these giant plants with reddish leaves now. I got a bunch of ferns, got these guys, pretty much the same. I haven't seen any spongy moths in a while, but I'm sure, I hear they're coming. I hear there's a ton in New Hampshire, unfortunately. Oh, but hopefully the trees are okay. So in Williamstown, the high today is gonna be like 96, 98. Pocket Rocket said the forecast went down a little, so maybe it's better. But Williamstown is at 600 feet. So if we stay at 2,600, it should be about 8 degrees cooler up here. So I'm looking forward to that. We gotta stay up. And today we're doing like 19 miles or so. So it's an okay day. We didn't want to do too much because we're pretty much just doing like shelter area to shelter area, campground to campground area. And if we do too much, we're gonna have to do a lot more. And if we didn't stay at this shelter, we would have to hike, I think, 6 more. So not as nice, and especially in this heat. But tomorrow we're planning on 21. Today, although we're doing 19, we have 4,500 feet of gain. So it's not a joke of a day, especially with this heat. So I'm glad I'm out and about already. There's a nice little viewpoint up there. It's kind of a narrow view because it's way down. There's this really long white tower in the middle of it though. I was kind of curious what it is. I'll have to look it up. But I was gonna film more, but there were a bunch of people camped towards down the hill. There were 3 or 4 people. Right now we are in Vermont and we are sharing this trail with the Vermont Long Trail. So there are a lot of other backpackers out here that are not section hiking or flip-flopping or through hiking. There's a lot of Vermont Trail people here, and we're just in the very beginning. So I think there's a lot of not new backpackers, but backpackers just starting their trip. You can tell because all their gear is new and shiny, clean. And you can tell that they're on their first or second day. They're not scruffy looking at all, not dirty, not like us through hikers. It's kind of funny. This climb this morning was no joke. Finally down at the road, but it's been straight down. It's just rock steps. Fortunately, it's not boulders, so most of the steps are flat, but it's just been rock steps, steep rock steps all the way down. Hopefully the other side's a lot better. After the road is this very nice bridge, and this is our first water source, and there's another water source after the climb. It's pretty far down. I'm gonna have to check how many miles it is to the next water, because I think I have about a liter left. Sometimes I wonder if the trail builders are like, oh, check out this crack in the rock we found. We gotta divert the trail so it walks through there. Because, you know, they can't do this themselves, but then they have to route the trail through there to get all happy. You're like, yeah, we made the route go through between the rocks. Hikers gonna love it. It's fun though. There's some pretty nice views at this power lines here. Several power lines. It was just kind of wavy hills everywhere and you couldn't see anything. Over here you could see buildings, and there's a tall white tower way down there again. We have not seen one of these signs in a long time. This is the Glastonbury Wilderness, Green Mountain National Forest. It's been a while since we've been in any wilderness area. I think it's just because it's been really populated everywhere we've been, but this is a nice big chunk of land, I guess. I just saw the biggest tree fungus thing. I think it's over a foot wide. Let's zoom in and get some photos of that monster. Wow. Last really big climb of the day. Right now we're heading up to this shelter, and then after the shelter we go up to this watchtower area. So we have 200 more feet after the shelter, but the climb up to the shelter is pretty far, and it got steep relatively recently, but I got to see some cool things. There was like batches of clovers here and there, and a couple of them had flowers. I don't know if those flowers came from the clovers. I squatted down, took some good pictures, but not as well as I could have, I think, because it was so hot and my legs were tired. Squatting was murder. But they're really pretty flowers. I don't know. We knew that this tower was in the middle of an overgrown top of a mountain. Like, it's completely overgrown. I didn't even see this. And all of a sudden the tower just pops out of nowhere. But it's supposed to be really good views up there, so we're gonna take turns heading up there and look around. We're at the top of the tower. It's gusty up here. It's so nice. It's actually cool because it's overcast and breezy up here. We were so worried about the heat today, but it's actually been a pretty nice day. We're actually gonna also hike a little more miles than we originally planned, just because it's so nice. And tomorrow it's supposed to rain, so who knows how long we have to sit in the tent or something. Wow, some amazing views up here. It's also amazing how the wind just shoots. As soon as you get above the tree line, the wind kicks in. Until then, it's warm. But we can see Mount Greylock from here. Way on the side. It's way over there. Not sure if I'm pointing at the right thing, but I think it's that right there. Yeah, as soon as you get below the tree line, lot less wind, We had a change of plans for today. We were just gonna go 4 more miles. There is a like Kid Gore shelter or something like that, but it was only 4 miles. We would have gotten there at 4:30. That's really early, too early even for me. So we talked it over. The next shelter is 4.6 miles away, and there's not much elevation gain. There's like 800 total over that. So we figured might as well just do 4.6 more tonight, get there at like 6:30 or so, and then tomorrow we have less miles to do, because originally tomorrow we were going to do just under 21, but if we go 4.6 we only have like 16 and a half to go, 16 to go, and then tomorrow it's supposed to rain as well, so it'd be nice to have reduced miles in case we have like slippery rocks or something like that. So it's always nice to be able to adjust plans as you go. Every now and then I see these plants. I believe they're corn lilies. I know they really like growing next to water, and I only see them near where there could have been water, but it's been a much drier year this year, and they're all turning brown. I know out west they turn into these beautiful big yellow flowers, but around here they never flowered. They just kind of grew and then started dying. I think it's because of the lack of water around here. So we're about 30 miles into Vermont and it hasn't really been that muddy. It's been pretty good. Today or tomorrow it's gonna rain, but overall not that bad. But I think that's what's happening to these plants. What do you guys think? This is listed as a beaver bog. Check out this beaver dam. Pretty sweet. They put all the logs there to help reinforce it. I guess beavers live there, but I'm not going to hang out. There's a beaver house because I'm only about 0.1 miles away from shelter and it's getting towards 6:30, so time to go lay down and eat. We actually came up from below the beaver dam again. Actually, it really surprises me how much of the PCT is completely dependent on the structural integrity of these beaver dams. Like if any one of them blew, there'd be a huge chunk of trail that'd just be washed away or submerged. It's quite a surprise to me. I had no idea. Go Beavers, keep it up. You guys are trail maintainers too, sorta. I cracked up when I saw this. I wonder what could have caused all this damage to these wooden boardwalks. I wonder. Yeah, I wonder. Hello there. We're just laying in bed. I'm about getting ready to go to sleep. Tina's getting really comfortable. But today was an interesting day because we extended our day further than we thought we were going to do. Just because it's going to rain tomorrow, or potentially rain tomorrow. So we actually wound up doing 23.3 miles with 5,400 feet of gain, which is pretty good. That's the most I've had in a long time.
It's good. It's very good day.
It's a pretty good day. It's a good day, I think. We got in at like 6:45. Tina was thinking we'd get there at 7, but my math was better. So.
Yeah, or you sped up after the climb.
I didn't speed up. Well, after the initial climb, that slowed you down. But using that rate to determine the rest of the time. Anyway. Oops, my arm's there. All right. Well, thanks for watching, folks. Hope you enjoyed Beaver Dam. And you all take care. And y'all all have a good night. Bye.
Tschüss.
Tschüss. Oh, in case people didn't know, tschüss is basically goodbye, right?
Yes.
In German. Yeah. So she's not saying choose every night. She's saying choose.
What's choose?
Choose.
Choose.
Choose. Yeah, I like that. Good night. Bye.